Hey everybody, it's me, Mr. Dominic here from Calvary Chapel Southwest Kidtricity Children's Ministry, and we're going to be doing the teaching guide to go along with the lesson for this week on the fruit of the Spirit of being joyful. And I will leave a link to that in the description below and in the cards above, okay? So grab a piece of paper first. These are the supplies you're going to need. I'm mixing it up this week. We're going to get really creative. So I have a piece of paper. I have some scissors, okay? If you're doing this along with your children, make sure they have some, good, safe scissors. And kids, make sure you ask your parents' permission first if you're watching this on your own to use the scissors. I have a red and a black marker. And I also have 4 pipe cleaners. If you have just some plastic straws or you have some popsicle sticks or dowels, or not, construction paper, it's all gonna be the same. These are gonna be the legs and the arms for our exercise. And I have some foamy strips, which, again, you can use construction paper or you can just draw everything, but it's gonna be really fun. Okay, let's get started. First, we are going to draw an upside down U shape. And let's make it kind of big. That's why I'm using a little bit big a piece of paper today. If you remember from the lesson, or if you're watching this first before you watch the lesson, go ahead and watch the lesson first, but I'll just tell you basically what's gonna happen. There's a pirate, and the pirate gets a treasure, okay? And the treasure makes him happy, okay? He has a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, but then all these things happen where he loses a leg, and he loses an arm, and he loses an eye because he's a pirate. He has a patch, a peg leg, and a hook for an arm, but he doesn't lose his joy. So this will help to illustrate that. Okay, once you have this shape, I drew a U and then I kind of topped it off here. You have this, it's almost like a tombstone shape, okay? Or it's one of the tablets from the 10 Commandments, whichever you like. It's one of those shapes. And we're gonna cut here so I can cut. All right, we are back. So we have this all cut out. The shape is all cut out. And like I said, it was the shape of like a tombstone or one of the stone tablets that Moses used in the 10 Commandments, okay? So this is how we're gonna do the pirate. First, we're gonna take a red marker and we're going to kind of draw the do-rag part, okay? I figured a do-rag is easier. When I did the original drawing that you saw in the video, that's a lot easier to draw than a crazy pirate hat. Pirates have a lot of big ornate hats and I didn't want it to be too crazy. I just want it to be something simple. So just gonna draw that line across there and just fill it in. If you want to draw your own kind of pirate hat, you can, totally fine. There are no restrictions in creativity. Then I'm gonna draw a really happy, joyful face. So for what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw these kind of like closed, squinty eyes. You ever been so happy that your eyes just squeeze shut and your eyebrows were just like so high in the air? You were like, oh wow, I'm so happy. Okay, and then a big, happy face. This is important because, of course, we're drawing joy. The Bible says to be joyful always. And this pirate that we are drawing here is very joyful because why? He dug up some buried treasure. Let's give him a nose, poor guy. I'm sure he wants to smell that sweet sea air. And then I'm gonna go ahead and draw some stripes on his shirt because I just like the idea of this pirate having some stripes on his shirt. You can give your pirate any kind of shirt you want. This part will be kind of the waist or the belt area where the top of the pants are. All right, so here's our pirate, okay? And now we're gonna take our pipe cleaners, okay? I am not going to tape or glue these onto the pirate, okay? And I'm gonna kind of bend them up because these are the happy arms. He's like saying, woo, yeah, party, because he just found some buried treasure. He found a bunch of money. I don't have any coins, but we'll just pretend. He's got just a big wad of cash here, okay? He found some dollar bills. Okay, so he's got his legs, he's got his arms, okay? He's happy, he's doing a little happy dance on the beach. But guess what happens? He decides to go for a swim and uh-oh, shark comes and bites his legs. But look, he's still joyful. He's not letting that change his attitude, even though he has to now have a peg leg. See this dark brown piece of wood here? This is now his peg leg. So what I did is I cut more of a peg leg shape out of this. After he got his leg bit off, it's a peg leg. Oh no, but you know what? May not be happy, but he's still joyful. Nothing has robbed him from that joy, okay? And so, next thing you know, he's sword fighting and he loses his hand. Uh-oh. Is he happy? Look, he's still joyful. He's still joyful no matter what. Okay. So I drew, actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring this back because he lost his hand. But I cut out of the foam piece, or you can use construction paper, I drew a hook for a hand. So now he's got a little hook hand, okay? Okay, but he hasn't lost his joy. Look at that smiling face. He hasn't lost it. He lost his leg to the shark. He lost his hand to accidental sword fighting. Now he's going to go scratch his eye because some sand blew into it, but he forgot, kids, he forgot that there's a hook for a hand. His eyeball pops out. Oh no, I'm not going to make you draw that. But what we can do is this. I'm going to go ahead and get my black marker. And you can just draw a circular shape. It doesn't have to be any real shape. Circular to kind of cover that area. And then I'm going to draw this because it's the band that wraps around it. Here and here. He's got a pirate patch, okay? So he's a legit pirate now, guys. This pirate lost his leg, lost his hand, lost his eye. You know what? And let's just go ahead and say, look, he lost his money too. But look, he's still joyful. He's still smiling. And that's what we can have as Christians. And when we're teaching this is that the Bible says in 1 Thessalonians that we got to be joyful always. When is that we're supposed to be joyful? Not when we're happy? No. Joyful always, no matter what happens, no matter what the circumstance. And in Philippians 4, Paul talks about, being content with whatever situation he's in, whether he's had a little or a lot, because Christ gives him strength, okay? You can check that out in Philippians 4, guys. So this is how you can illustrate to your children that you know about what it's like to be joyful, okay? And I use visuals a lot on this, on these teachings, because that's how we can remember them more. And that's how when we pass them along, they're easy to understand, because concepts like joy and love and all these things that we're learning about in the fruit of the Spirit, those are very abstract concepts. But if you can show them in a way that kids can understand and in a way that you will remember yourself, you can always remember a pirate just losing some stuff, but still staying happy no matter what. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe and share this with your friends. Have an excellent day in the Lord. See you later.